Hello and welcome to the program Government House on Benue Television. On this program, we highlight the activities of the Governor of Benue State and around Government House in the week just ended. My name is Emmanuel Akula. We begin with educational matters. West St. Francis Primary School at Gidibatiav in Boko local government area is to be rebuilt by the Benue State government. Governor Hassan Athalia made the announcement Sunday at St. Veronica's Parish at Gidi during the 50th priestly anniversary of Father Dominic G. St. Francis Primary School at Gidi is the institution where Governor Hassan Athalia received his primary education. According to the governor, his decision to rebuild the school was to provide indigent children the opportunity to have access to formal education the way he did. Governor earlier, who recounted the role Father Dominic G played in his life as a priest, called on the church to make provisions to accommodate aging priests after their service to the church. While praising Father G's priestly ministry that has served as inspiration to young priests, Father earlier said the celebrant's milestone is a testament to his unwavering commitment to serving God and his people, which he has done with love, humility, and dedication. In a homily, Reverend Father Osbert V. Ashima acknowledged Father G's role in the translation of the Bible in Tiv language to enhance the propagation of the gospel in Tiv land. Father V. Ashima proposed reconsideration of a section of the canon law that prohibits Catholic priest involvement in politics, calling on the bishops to approach the Holy See to look into that section of the law to allow Catholic priests represent the sensibilities of the church in politics while practicing as priests. He appealed to spiritual and traditional leaders to review burial rites in the land with a view to addressing big and long ceremonies for the dead.
We acknowledge and affirm the good governance happening in our state today at the instance of one of us, the priests, the Reverend Father Isaac earlier, the Executive Governor of Benue State. We assure him of our continued prayers, even as he's representing us very well and is poised to do more. That a second priest has had to come out again for civil governance speaks volumes about the quality of Christians we have so far produced. What lessons must we learn from this scenario? So, I appeal to our fathers to look the other way and shift their swords and close ranks with him, and be of one voice to deal with the issues of violence and strife in our communities.
Father Dominic G, born on March 12, 1948, was ordained a Catholic priest on July 14, 1974. He achieved a historic milestone as the first Tiv indigenous priest to celebrate Golden Jubilee in the sacred vocation, also retiring as the first Tiv indigenous priest to do so. To security matters, the people of Tioshin in Gwe West local government of Benue State requested formation of a local security outfit and construction of roads network to address the persistent issue of insecurity. Prominent sons and daughters of the area, led by the traditional chief of the area, His Royal Highness Chief Daniel Abomtse, made the request Monday during a courtesy call on Governor Hassan Athalia at Government House, Makudi. Communities in Benue State have continued to experience pockets of attacks, even as the present administration in Benue State takes deliberate steps towards guaranteeing safety of lives and property. One of these areas is Tioshinigwe West local government. A delegation from the area was Monday at the Government House to brief the Chief Security Officer of the state on the present state of insecurity in the area. According to the visitors, bad nature of access roads in the area and the need to complement efforts of the conventional security agencies has become necessary to address the unfortunate situation. Leader of the delegation, who is the second-class chief of Tioshin Domain, His Royal Highness Chief Daniel Abomtse, urged government to intensify efforts towards addressing incessant killings of its subjects. Abomtse placed other needs in the area, including challenges of good roads network.
We want to implore your government to maintain the tempo and minimize the degree of killing occasioning in destruction of lives by kidnapping, incessant murder, and so on and so forth that is going on and has become a commonplace, most particularly in Benue local government. And the death toll has hit 555 as at 1st of July, 2024. Your Excellency, sir, kindly turn your searchlight and salvage that place. Deliver us from the shackles of hooks of deadly killers.
Governor Hyacinth earlier told the visitors that his government is not resting until lives and property of citizens are secured. Represented by Secretary to the State Government, Professor Joseph Alakali, the governor assured the people of Teoshin of government's plans to ensure that its efforts are fed in the area soon.
I believe that as time goes on, as he finishes his first 4 years in office, his development efforts will be seen in every part, nook and crannies of Benue State. You will see, and I believe you will not deny the Teoshin anything that is due to them. So I'd like us to know that the governor is fair and it doesn't undermine you and the Teoshin people at all.
Some prominent personalities in the area, including the caretaker chairman of Govt local government, Henry Agba, Commissioner for Education and Knowledge Management, Dr. Frederick Ikan, Reverend Father Boniface Achabo, and Professor Eugene Alegba, acknowledged efforts of the present administration in Benue State, affirming that more is needed to allow the people return to their ancestral homes. Talking agriculture, the Benue State government has taken delivery of about 180 trucks of fertilizers for distribution to farming communities in the state. Director General Bureau for Agricultural Development and Mechanization, Engineer T.S. Ninga, disclosed this to our correspondent who was on the governor's team that visited the Bureau's headquarters Monday to assess distribution of farm inputs to Benue farmers. The agricultural sector is one of the cardinal areas of the earlier-led administration in Benue State. To enhance food production and security, the state government, through its Bureau for Agricultural Development and Mechanization, has taken delivery of farm inputs to be distributed to Benue farmers. About 180 trucks of fertilizers have arrived from the federal government to be distributed to farmers, which the governor flagged a few days ago.
As we do the official flag off of this farming season, may God bless and reward the work of our hands on the farms. And may we count many more blessings at the end of the harvest season. Amen. And may we feed our families, the state and the entire nation and beyond. Amen. So help us God.
Amen. Director General of the Bureau, Engineer T.S. Ninga, said Governor Hyacinth earlier had directed that farmers in the state have access to farm inputs, especially fertilizers.
We want to restore what used to be, and that is the vision of the governor, what agriculture used to be. Agriculture used to be that farmers had access not just to fertilizers, but to seeds, seedlings, agrochemicals, knapsack sprayers, and cheap mechanization services. Now, that is what we have started to do. And we have made the things different from what it used to be. Totally different. For the first time in 42 years, we started giving out fertilizers and other farming inputs to farmers. For 42 years, the last time that farming inputs were given to farmers at subsidized rate in May was in 1982.
Engineer Ninga explained that the Bureau is doing everything possible to block leakages to ensure fair sharing of the farm inputs.
We have been registering farmers across the state. We know that in a state of 6 million people, certainly about 4 million are farmers, maybe even more. We are therefore taking statistics of these farmers, know who they are, where they are, what they are farming. So since February, we have started registering farmers. We have not registered up to 200,000 yet, but we are hoping that at the end of the exercise, which is by January next year, we will have registered the entire farming population. We will have profiles of all the farmers in the state.
Farmers were seen conveying farm inputs from the Bureau with the hope of improved yields and productivity. Headers attacks, post-harvest losses and climate change have negatively impacted on the overall agricultural output in most parts of the north-central states, especially Benue, leading to food shortages. With the efforts of Governor Hassan Fele and other development partners, it is hoped that the situation will improve in the coming harvest. We proceed on a quick break to be back shortly with more updates. Please don't go away. Welcome, and if you're just joining us, you are on to the program Government House on Benue Television. And on this program, we highlight the activities of the Governor of Benue State and around Government House in the week just ended. Welcome, and if you're just joining us, you are on to the program Government House on Benue Television, where we highlight the activities of the Governor of Benue State and around Government House in the week just ended. Moving on, the Benue State government is to partner donor agencies to find lasting solutions to crises in the state. Governor Hassan Fele declared this Tuesday at Government House Makurdi when he received a delegation from a group, Center for Humanitarian Dialogue, on a courtesy visit. Governor Alia said the visit signified that more organs in the state are committing to peace, dialogue and resolution of conflicts, noting that it aligns with the values of his administration. The governor re-echoed the commitment of his administration to work with donor agencies to find comprehensive and effective ways of addressing issues hindering peace in the state, while assuring the center of his unwavering support to deliver peace in Benue. Governor earlier requested the organization to consider relief, rehabilitation and reconciliation tools for lasting resettlement of the displaced persons in Benue. He revealed that his government is working out durable solutions towards improving the livelihood of displaced citizens and to create a stable environment for them.
The peace processes you have facilitated in Jos, Kaduna, Southern Plateau, natural resource peace processes in Nagatu, in Konshisha, and Oju here in Benue, have laid the groundwork for lasting peace and cooperation among communities.
I want to express my unwavering support for the sustainability and expansion of these peace initiatives.
Country Director of Center for Humanitarian Dialogue, Dr. Chris Agoha said, "We focus on innovation and mediation. The organization has facilitated peace across the world and is willing to do same in Benue State for sustainable peace." He announced that the center is already doing a lot towards engaging warring communities in Benue, highlighting the Bonta and Okpute land dispute as a model to their efforts towards brokering peace among Benue communities.
Using networks and partnership built over many years, we engage in creativity at international, interstate, and local level with activities that includes 1. Making contact with conflict actors and others where others cannot reach, building trust and dialogue between conflict parties, brokering negotiations, ceasefires, and peace accords, supporting humanitarian and health efforts in high-risk areas.
Project Coordinator of Center for Humanitarian Dialogue, Mr. Ibrahim Saleh, who requested the Benue State government to facilitate implementation of agreement by warring communities in the state, revealed that his organization has also drawn a roadmap that will ensure sustainable peace and development of the state.
One area that we have really not had a lot of successes is in implementation of agreements, especially on the part of the state government. So for you are coming as giving us hope. We are happy that we have a governor today that is willing to take on these difficult tasks. Some of them are politically difficult, economically difficult, and you are having to manage the difficulty resources and then the difficulty of inflation.
Director General Bureau for International Cooperation and Development, Mr. Leo Viashima, affirmed to the governor that Center for Humanitarian Dialogue is credible and ready to partner his government for total return of peace to Benue, particularly at the grassroots. To administrative matters, the Benue State government approved the upgrade of General Hospital Vandika to a tertiary hospital to attend to the health needs of the people of Benue Northeast Zone. Governor Hassan Fenley announced this Thursday at Government House after the State Executive Council meeting. In a press briefing by his Chief Press Secretary, Teso Kula, Governor earlier stated that Council had approved establishment of an information communication technology company known as Benue Infrastructural Digital Company to serve as a training center for Benue people in ICT. He revealed that a clear roadmap has already been worked to allow 20 companies partner the Benue ICT company to achieve the desired results.
Zone A people will always travel all the way from that zone to access tertiary healthcare in Makurdi